gotta do that part too, right? Like
Let's see.
when you're ready, when we're ready, you hit those first 3 buttons, and then you can turn that one down.
This one?
Yeah. There you go.
These up.
Yeah.
All right.
Come here, Papa.
It still was a good coat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Albert and Billy show. Oh, it's Papa. My microphone about to come out on me right off the bat here. Blooper right off the bat.
That'd be a big blooper.
I know, man. You're listening to us here on WUAT Radio and watching us on Channel 18 BTC Fiber Television and BTC Fiber YouTube channel as well. Remember to get on there and subscribe. If you can, subscribe to the BTC Fiber YouTube page, their channel, and like, comment, all that good stuff. You can watch all the original shows on Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV on there as well. So, and we appreciate all that. They are past. I know I saw it. Well, we were just looking at it a while ago. It's over 3,000 subscribers. I can't remember the number, but yeah, it's past 3,000 subscribers. So that's good. Yeah, keep on subscribing. Yeah, because it was at 1,000, a few months ago. So yeah, it's doing well. So we appreciate that, guys. Keep it up. That's all I can say. And Papa, this is our 301 episode 301. Our last episode was our 300th episode, Papa. It was and it's a good one. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's a really good one. I had fun doing that.
That suggests longevity.
That does, don't it? We must be doing something right.
Well,
we must be doing something right,
Either that or your mother is very patient.
One or the other, isn't it? Well, let's see, Papa, as always. We got announcements. Oh, crap. Is there any birthdays?
I've got it.
You got the birthdays? All right. I might need to add one to it, but I will if I need to. If you want me to do them, I will. If you want to do it, you can.
I said I had birthdays. There they are.
Okay.
There they are.
Okay, we got some birthdays after all. Let's see. Happy birthday to the following people. This is from June 12th through, dang, this goes from June 12th all the way to, that's got to be a misprint. I think they're meaning June 22nd. It says July, but I don't think
it wouldn't be
July. That's a big jump. Mama's is the 16th.
That's Sunday.
Yeah, so already happy birthday, Mama. And okay, we'll start. I saw her name and it said that, so we'll start here with Angie Smith. These are all on June the 12th. Happy birthday to Angie Smith, Carolyn Harvey, Joe Wendell, and Joe Miller. Happy birthday, all you guys. Aaron Haston, his birthday is on the 13th. That was yesterday. Also, Jacob Frady had a birthday yesterday. Today, Irma Hale has a birthday. Also, Priscilla Hadley and Roy Deboard Sr. Happy birthday to you guys today. Also on Sunday, Marie Mills has a birthday. And on the 17th, Adam Robertson has a birthday. So happy birthday, Adam. And happy birthday to Kathy Holland. Hers is on June the 18th. And then on June 22nd, not July, June 22nd, happy birthday to Douglas Hadley. And happy birthday to Carlin Hodge, too. She had a birthday this week as well, Ricky's youngest. So happy birthday, Carlin, as well. So I hope all you guys had a happy birthday, or is currently having a happy birthday, or will have a happy birthday.
I hope
all covered it all.
Hope all of them had a big birthday cake.
Yeah, you dang right. Ate every last bite. Okay, let's see, Papa, what we got going on this weekend in the Sequatchie Valley, the beautiful Sequatchie Valley. Well, let's see. We have No, that'd be on the 22nd though. On the 29th, there's a country breakfast at the Pikeville Fire Department. So they don't do that very often. So this one's at the Pikeville Volunteer Fire Department. It's on Saturday, June the 29th, and it'll be from 6 to 10 a.m. It's dine in or carry out is available.
That's down in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it is right by you. Plates are $10 each, and you of course remember you're doing a good deed though. These are volunteer fire departments. The menu includes bacon, sausage, bologna, as Papa says, scrambled eggs, hash browns, biscuit, and gravy. You can get a drink, also a cup of coffee. So sounds good to me. And once again, that's going to be on Saturday, June 29th from 6 to 10 a.m. All proceeds obviously benefit the Pikeville Fire Department, volunteer fire department. So that is appreciated. Don't forget to go to the Rook Tournament tomorrow, though, folks. That's always fun. I promise you'll have a good time if you play in the Rook Tournament. There's just no way around it. It's hosted by Cliff over at Ember's Ice Cream Shop, and it's tomorrow. Got one tomorrow coming up.
At 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it starts at 1 o'clock, and it's $10 fee. But you got to remember that includes a meal, and they got desserts, obviously, really good ones. But they got really good food too. We got really good burgers and hot dogs and all that stuff. So that's included in that. So
and also you get a trophy if you win.
That's true. Yeah, first and second place get trophies. I have a few first place ones actually.
Carolyn's got one. Bless her heart. She's
I remember that.
But she got world's greatest flute player.
Who made that for her? Do you remember?
I don't know who made it, but
you told that story once before, but I don't know if you knew then either. But that's a pretty good idea. I like that. But yeah, go play some Rook tomorrow, folks. It starts at 1 o'clock. Just right across the street at Ember's Ice Cream Shop. And I'm trying to think. Maybe I've got all mine. That's weird if I do. I'm not used to this. But I think well, you see, no, let's do that. Well, this is crazy, Papa. I think I'm out of announcements. I'm not used to this. Not used to that at all. So yeah, you got some though, don't you? This is about the Rook Tournament, right?
Well, I want you to. That meal, it features a hot dog, and it also you can have a burger or a hot dog.
Yeah.
And that you have chips and a drink. And you'll have ice cream.
Yeah, and it's really, that's right. And it's really good. All of it's good.
That's $10 per person. Mm-hmm. And they want you to, I guess you would pick out your buddy that you want to play with.
They do, and sometimes, this one is you pick it out, but sometimes they'll draw, and that makes it interesting for sure.
Interesting.
It really does, yeah. I like it when it's like that. It spices it up a little bit.
Okay. Summer Nights is always the first Saturday in a month.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one will be July the 6th, and that will you have live music coming on at 5 o'clock, and that music will be furnished by Good Rockin' Tonight.
Oh yeah, now they've been at it before then, because I remember we've said that name before, Papa. Good Rockin' Tonight.
Well, that's unusual.
It is, isn't it? About like whatever the band that Mikey Bledsoe used to have. I can't never think of it when I need to, but Naked something. Remember that? It was something crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And he even told us the story behind it and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Also, the open table at the Pikeville United Methodist Church. The next one will be the June the 29th, which will be a couple of weeks away.
What now? What was that last one?
The open table at the United Methodist Church.
Oh, that's
not
back.
Not until June the 29th.
Yeah. But at least it's back. You know, it was gone for a while, so I'm glad to see that.
Okay, the AAs meet at the First Southern Baptist Church on Wednesday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So they want you to call Ted or Mackie at 619-3772.
Ted or Maddie. Mm-hmm.
Or 972-740-3169. if
Okay.
you need any more information. But First Southern Baptist Church is located on Main Street here.
Yeah, you cannot miss it.
It's
If you do, there's you can't see then. That's all I can say.
Well,
you can't miss it.
if you're heading south on Main Street, it'd be the last church.
Yeah,
If you're heading north on Main
First
Street,
one.
it'd be the first church.
and it's really big though. You can't miss it. You can't miss it or the Methodist Church.
Okay, also the Sethra Commodity Distribution is going to be June the 28th.
That's a biggie. That's a big day. What time does that start?
Well, on June the 28th, it's from 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be at the fairgrounds.
Yep.
Okay,
Good deal.
Mountain Crest Fire Hall is going to have a country breakfast, and that's going to be tomorrow
There's the breakfast for tomorrow. I've been wondering where it is.
from 6 to
Okay.
10. And you let's see, it doesn't say how much.
Well,
But
people are used. It's not much. Remember, it's for a good cause.
you have bacon and sausage and eggs and hash browns and biscuits and gravy and jelly.
This is
homemade
all
jelly,
making me hungry.
butter and coffee and
For
milk.
real.
Oh, well, there it is, $8.
Okay, $8. There you go.
You can't get a meal for $8.
No, not now. Not even fast food.
So be aware of that. That's tomorrow.
Mhm.
And then the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department is going to have a country breakfast.
Oh,
And that's going to be on 7 to 10 on June the 22nd. That'll be
next week then, right?
next week.
That's a good one now.
Yeah, Fall Creek Falls, 7 to 10.
They'll have
Okay.
pancakes and waffles.
Now, that's $10, but if you're a child, 10 years
Free.
or younger, then you get to eat for free.
That's right.
And I'd say some kids can eat as much as adults.
Oh, yeah, especially if they're going through a growth spurt. Ain't they?
Now, this is the time of the year for vacation Bible schools, and the Pikeville United Methodist Church has been having one all week. Today is the last day, so if you want to
No.
go today, the time is from 5:30 to 7:30 tonight.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay.
There again is a church located on Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got a notice here from Michelle Raines. She does a good work.
What's she up to?
She really does a good work.
Yes, she
But-
does.
They're going to have Give a Child a Second Chance Day.
Oh, okay. When's that?
That's going. It doesn't say when it's going
Oh.
to be,
Well,
but they're
okay.
going to provide equipment for children. 600 students in Bledsoe County
oh, okay.
are going to be provided with a backpack, and included in that backpack is a list of things they want people to donate.
All right.
Businesses,
Yeah,
enterprises, or individuals.
that's
They want you to
right.
donate pencils, crayons, notebook paper,
Anything.
all kinds of binders, glue,
Yeah, school. Anything for school, basically. isn't it?
pens, highlighters. But anyway,
Yeah.
you contact Michelle Raines and she'll tell you when to bring it.
All right.
That number is 447-2022. And
2022.
so let Michelle Raines know if you want to donate something for one of the 600 students.
That's
in Bledsoe
amazing.
County.
Wow.
That is good.
I didn't realize
deal.
that,
Good
yeah.
deal.
What was
That's
that?
all I have.
Well, that was quite a few for you. I usually get stuck with all of them. I didn't know what to do with myself. Well, it's trivia time, Papa.
I happen to have some. I happen to have some.
Well, I'm glad you do.
All right. If you are measuring ways to measure speed, can you think of ways that measures how fast you're going? If you're walking, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
what are the different paces you make?
Steps.
Okay, you just walk normally,
Yeah.
or you can
Jog.
jog
Yeah, or run.
or run.
Okay.
What else? If you're a horse, what are the different speeds?
Oh, well, I mean, the horse can go really fast. If that's what you're meaning. They can put it in turbo.
A horse can trot is the same as a man.
Oh, that is what you're. That's the word, isn't it? The horse can trot.
They have different gaits.
Yeah, yeah, they can trot around.
But when you
I like to see them do that.
When you're very young, you take baby steps.
Yeah, yeah.
First steps you make are baby steps.
That's true.
And before you walk,
you crawl.
You crawl.
Mm-hmm.
So there are different ways of measuring speed.
That's for sure.
Have you ever heard a plane break the speed of sound?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something?
That's crazy.
Break the speed of sound. I wonder how fast a bullet goes.
Too fast. Some of them. I always think of that movie, Rat Race, when that bullet goes by them. That's one of the funniest parts in a movie I'm talking about. But anyway, go ahead.
This man's name was John Foster Dulles.
Douglas?
Dulles. D-U-L-L-E-S.
Okay.
What country did he call home? John Foster Dulles.
Well, since I don't know who in the world he is, what did he do again? He's an author.
He was a politician.
Oh, a politician. Okay, say his name again? James.
John Foster Dulles.
Okay, I don't. What country? America? I don't know. Oh, okay.
Which singer?
There we go.
Put his okay on "Go West High on That Mountain"?
Vince Gill.
Vince Gill did that. You're right.
There we go. That's a good one.
A well-respected old man in the Bible was credited with asking the question, "If a man die, shall he live again?" One of the books in the Bible is named after him in the Old Testament.
Paul?
No, that's the
God, I hate it when I know it. I know I'm going to be mad when you say it.
Job.
Dang it.
He said,
that drives me insane.
I'd say that the book of Job is one of the oldest books in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he asked the question, if a man dies, shall he live again?
Yep.
How could he have known that?
It was answered yet.
Francis Scott Key gave us the poem Defense of Fort McHenry, but later it was changed to the Star-Spangled Banner. In what war were we fighting when Francis Scott Key wrote that song that we still sing at every ball game?
2? 1?
War of 1812.
Wow, that's like a trick question. Okay.
Which quarterback of the New York Jets gets your nod as the greatest quarterback that ever quarterbacked for the New York Jets?
Well, that's a strangely specific question, but Jets. Gosh, I don't. What was his name?
Next question is, what was his nickname?
Well, that's crap. I know. Now I know this is gonna make me mad too because I can see his face. I know.
He played baseball. I played football at Alabama.
He did.
Yeah. He was quarterback at Alabama. He went on to play for the Jets.
Just go ahead and tell me. It's making me so mad. Dang it, Joe something. I know.
Joe Namath.
Dang it.
What was his nickname? What did they call him?
I don't remember that.
Broadway Joe.
Oh yeah.
He had a way with the women.
Okay. He's having a good time.
This last one. Sticks and stones may break my bones.
Yeah.
Finish that saying.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me.
That's what. But is that true?
I'd say that depends on who you ask, but of course it's not true. Words can hurt.
Words can hurt.
Yeah, they can hurt words
Whoever
sometimes.
said that at the time,
maybe they were drunk.
People could identify with that because sticks and stones would have bruised you, but words would not bruise you.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually, it makes sense because obviously words do hurt.
Words can hurt you.
Sometimes worse than anything, really. All right, well, I'm going to give myself a A for trivia because I did know 2 of them. I just couldn't think of the dang names, but those are some good ones. But coming up after the break, folks, we'll have some sports of all sorts, because we do have. Remember, UT is still in the baseball World Series, which kicks off tonight. They take on Florida State. Tonight. So we'll tell you they play Florida State tonight at 7. And we'll talk about my Celtics kicking the Mavericks' butt so far in the playoffs.
3-0.
Yeah, I like that. And then we'll have some good Albertology as well and jokes. So stick around, folks. You don't want to miss that. That's all coming up right after break.
There you go.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, so what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, connecting the Sequatchie Valley to the world.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
Welcome back, folks. What a way to come back. Hey, you're listening to this on WUAT and watch us on BTC Fiber TV, Channel 18. Had a little spill here, but it's just water, so we'll be all right. I want to quickly thank our sponsors. A big thank you to each and every one of you. I want to quickly go through it though today for time. But a big thank you to the following people: Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. The campaigns too. There's two new ones. The Shelley Bridges campaign for tax assessor property, and then the Zach Ollendorf campaign as well. They're two sponsors as well. So thank you to them. Yeah. Farm Bureau Insurance, Morgan Brothers, and of course Morgan Brothers. You have the Bank Walker Brewery and the Pikeville Family Restaurant as well. And State Farm Insurance, Nickel Row Antiques, which is our closest neighbor, Papa.
Yes.
And then we're going to be filming really soon at their new business, Spring Street Antiques.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be checking that out in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. Milldam Outdoor Adventures. It's Lola's right here on Main Street. Lee Station Baptist Church, the Daily Stomp, and It's Quilting Time, which is the old Doc Smith building, right?
Yes.
And the Loom, which that part's going to be opening. They'll be opening up pretty soon. I know that's probably just around the corner. So, Papa, let's talk some sports.
I've got a bunch.
Yeah, it's been good for my teams lately, at least in two things.
Well, there are two major basketball powers, Kansas and
there's a few, but yeah, that's Duke. One of them.
Duke,
yeah, that's two of them for
They're
sure.
They're going to play each other in November.
Really? That'll be okay.
That would be good for basketball.
Yeah, I agree.
And then today is when the College World Series is supposed to start.
Right, that's in Omaha, Nebraska.
In Omaha, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
It's been there ever since it started,
I think so.
And we've got to remember in football, Tennessee starts August the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
In football, there's going to be 2 new faces. Texas and Oklahoma will come to the SEC via the Big 12 tournament, Big 12 conference.
The Big 12 conference, that should still be.
And,
yeah, they'll be there.
Texas has 7 SEC teams on their first schedule.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah, because they're in the conference now, so they ain't got a choice.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know how many would be on their first go round, but they got
Oh
7.
yeah, I'd say it's the same for everybody. They won't treat them any differently. Why would they? They're not going to do preferential treatment.
Well, the thing about it
Their
is,
first season, it's not like it's a trial run. I mean, they're going to do it.
some of these schools already have a schedule already.
I'm sure they've had to redo all of
They
that.
had to redo it.
This is, like I've said all along, this is the stupidest, thing they could possibly do in sports. But anyway.
Okay, it's the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah,
and,
the
all the
Celtics.
Celtics for all the marbles. And this is the 3rd time they've met in the finals.
Oh, really?
First time in 13 years they've met each other in the finals.
In the playoffs. Well, Celtics are, Celtics are 1 game away. 1 game away.
Well, the series is 4 of 7, so they've won 3 now, and so the 4th game will be. The thing about it is, they've won
Dallas.
9 games in a row in the playoffs.
I know, they've been on a roll.
So for them to lose, they've got to lose 4 games in a row to the
Yeah.
Dallas Mavericks.
That's going to be, God, come on, Celtics, just 1 more. I don't think Dallas is going to be able to do it. I sure hope not. And just realistically, I wouldn't think so. Boston has been the best team all year.
Well, this last game was 106 to 99. That's just 7 points.
Is that Dallas, though?
And the star of Dallas fouled out with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in game.
The difference I've noticed, it's Dallas has 2 players that can do a lot, but Boston they're just loaded with talent this year.
They're loaded.
And that Dallas gets tired, that Boston's still fresh at the end of the game. That's really what won the Celtics the game the other night in Dallas. Dallas just ran out of energy.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the coach has something to do with it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Deciding when to put a
Oh
player
yeah.
in.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, in tennis, Djokovic is doubtful for the Wimbledon this year.
Oh man, I knew he got hurt in the French Open, which he'd had a good chance of winning the French Open if he hadn't got injured. He'd made like the quarterfinals or semis. He made a deep run and he hurt his knee.
Okay, Tennessee will play Oklahoma in their 4th game, September the 21st. Tennessee and Oklahoma is scheduled for 21st.
Okay.
Tennessee's first game is August the 30th. Last Saturday, in the Belmont Stakes, Dornoch was the winning colt. The Belmont, let's see, there's 3 big races. The Triple Crown is the Kentucky Derby, the Belmont Stakes, and Preakness.
Which one is this one?
That was the Belmont Stakes.
Okay, so that's the one in New York.
That's number 2.
Okay.
Last Saturday, I got to see my Dodgers take on their nemesis in the World Series, the Yankees.
Really?
And they won 10-4, and they lost on Sunday, but they won on Friday and Saturday and lost on Sunday. And Jeff...
what do you mean the World Series, though?
I said their nemesis in the World Series.
Oh, from years ago. I got you. Okay, I got you.
Jeff Henry.
Yes.
Yesterday, he just asked this lady on she's on the walls. All they say is Alexis, and they ask her a question, and he said, "What is the record of the Dodgers?" And he said they are still. She said the Dodgers are on top in the Western Division.
Wow!
I did not know that. I don't get a paper.
Well, now you know. Well, I've tried to get him to learn how to use a computer, folks. He won't even attempt it, so don't feel too sorry for him on this.
Okay. Tennessee's baseball team won the trip to the World Series, and they play tonight.
Yep, we were talking about that earlier, and then for some reason you went at something random.
Well,
they're playing Florida State tonight.
They won over Evansville, and that got them in the World Series.
Yeah, now they did lose a game to Evansville, believe it or not, and so I was a little nervous for them there for a few minutes, but they won that. The third game, though, Tennessee destroyed Evansville, so they looked much more like themselves, in the most recent game.
Your mother told me that Caitlin Clark has made all the difference in the world in professional basketball. She's
market-wise, yes.
Well, she got out of college and she's playing in the pros now. And she said that the announcers on television say, we never even talked about the WNBA before. Now with Caitlin Clark playing, that's all we talk about. But she was snubbed for the Olympics.
I know.
So the coach, finally, the coach of the Olympic team, spoke up and said, the reason I did not choose Caitlin Clark, she lacks experience.
I mean, I kind of get that. I do.
Well,
but I mean, I think the only rookie, though, the only player that's ever done that, there's only one, it's Candace Parker. Candace Parker went straight from college to pro, played the Olympics that year, and she won Player of the Year. She's the only rookie to do that, so it's a rare thing for a rookie to do. She's the only one that has done it. But yeah, I think she should be on it, though. I think it just marketability alone. Marketability. It was a dumb decision.
I don't think she needs it. But the only thing about it is, you've got to wait 4 more years before the Olympics roll around again. And
they're not being fair to her at all on many things.
Caitlin said that it has always been my dream to be on the Olympic team.
Yeah, she handled it really well.
Well, I can understand the coach's point of view. You've got to have a Taurasi. You've got to have
you do experience.
You've got to have experience.
They're saying she has to earn it. But I think it was a dumb decision, though, because just like attention, markability, just for those reasons. Because she's certainly good enough to play. Let's face it, she's good enough.
No two ways about it.
They are. Before you go on there, we'll get off script a minute. Dang it, Papa. There's some animosity. Animosity.
Animosity.
Yeah. Animosity, there you go, with the other players and her. Like, it's bad. Like, I saw a girl, literally, they were standing in, a free throw was being shot, and this girl just pushes her out of bounds. Did you see that? I saw it on Sports Center. I mean, they weren't even playing, they were shooting a foul shot. Caitlin Clark did not do anything to this girl. And this girl literally just looks at her and just pushes her out of bounds. I was like, wow. I've never seen that before, ever.
But do you know why?
Jealousy.
Yes,
and a lot of them are being like that.
I'm sure that she's making more money than people that's been playing a long time.
That's right. And they're not handling it very well at all.
Not only what she's earning, but the sponsors she's getting.
Yeah.
Those don't tell how much money she's got.
Yeah, endorsements, absolutely. But I don't see why they think that's not the way to handle it at all.
But now
that was ridiculous.
When Jackie Robinson came up to play baseball, on his team, the Dodgers, 23 players were against him.
Yeah.
Only one
right.
teammate was his friend. That was Pee Wee Reese.
Oh, that's right. I was about to ask you who it was.
But Jackie
remember
won the
saying
hearts of not only his players on his team,
The fans too.
he won the fans of worldwide.
Yeah, for sure.
Jackie Robinson. Okay, Dan Hurley, the coach of UConn's men's team, they won 2 national titles.
Yeah.
Third one is coming up.
You
But he
think
was
so?
offered a contract to coach the Lakers.
Oh, is he taking it?
6 years, $70 million.
Well,
He turned it down.
oh wow. I was not expecting you to say that.
I was surprised.
I am too, because there's so many greedy people out there these days.
Well, the
yeah.
opportunity to win 3 in a row.
He wants to try a three-peat. Okay. Well, I understand that too.
In golf, the U.S. Open started this week. Yesterday was the first game, first round. Tiger Woods is participating in the Masters. He, for 4 days, carded a 16 plus.
Okay.
So yesterday he did 4 plus. So he's on par to do 16 more in the U.S. Open as he did in the Masters. But he wanted to compete.
Well, yeah, that's good. I mean, he's just never going to be able to win many at all.
He wants to get back to where he was.
I don't
and he's
see
trying.
that happening, but at least he's trying.
The thing about it is, there's so much young blood that's out there.
Well, yeah, and his injury was just such a bad injury too.
Okay.
The French Open was just now over too. Like, Iga Swiatek, her last name's hard to pronounce. Like Swiatek, she's from Poland. She won the French Open, I think, for the 3rd year in a row. She's really good. She's Polish. And then the men, Djokovic got injured in a match. So I think Alcaraz. He's from Spain. He's very young. I think he's just 19 or 20. He might be 20 now, maybe. But he won a slam last year at 19. So he's definitely the future. Like, he's really, really good.
I just happen to think Gino, the ladies basketball coach at UConn, he got an extension, a 5-year extension. He's making $18 million a year.
Whoa.
Nick Saban didn't make that much.
That is ridiculous.
He doesn't.
Sure.
I think Nick Saban makes.
Maybe they did it. Maybe that's a misprint or something, or they're really
He's
stupid.
been their head coach for 40 years.
Yeah. Wow.
This will make 45. But
he needs to
$18 million a
retire
year.
after that. My goodness. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who the logo is on the NBA? The silhouette you always see dribbling the basketball.
Yeah, Jerry West.
Jerry West died yesterday at 86.
Oh, dang! I didn't know that.
86 years old.
With who did he play for? Lakers.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
And
he was good.
Yeah, very good. I mean, to be that, to be the logo. I mean, that's
Don't pick out but one.
Exactly. So
we were driving one
gotta
time.
Be great for that.
We came up on a town in West Virginia,
and
on the outside of town on a big billboard, it said the name of that city. I don't remember what it was. It said the hometown of Jerry West.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That was good. Okay, we're ready for Abertology?
Yeah. I was going to say, I wish another player I got to see was Pistol Pete Maravich.
Boy,
I wish I'd have got to see him play,
I got to see him play.
Yeah.
He would fire the ball as soon as he passed over the center line.
I know, that's good. Too bad 3-pointers weren't in the game then, or he would have had even more points than what he ended up with.
I saw the first man that caused the ruling, you can't interfere with the ball on its downward flight.
Oh, goaltending then?
Goaltending. I saw the man that caused that ruling to be made.
Okay.
He jumped up one day. He thought, well, I can catch that ball before it goes to that net. He jumped up and caught the ball. They couldn't do anything about it because there was no ruling.
First time they saw anything like it again.
His name was George Mikan, M-I-K-A-N. But anyway, here we go.
I bet that happened quite a few times where they finally had to make a rule, I'm
They
sure.
had to make a rule. If you cannot interfere with the ball on its downward flight, it's goaltending.
And that's funny.
Today is not any possibility of snow, but I cut this out. Snow
fine.
falls to the earth in a blur of winter white. But if you look closely, you'll find each flake is a work of art. How do snowflakes form? Through an amazing process designed by the Lord Jesus Christ. Here's 4 things about snowflakes. In cold weather, drops of water in the atmosphere freeze into ice crystals. As many as 200 crystals stick together to form one snowflake.
Wow.
Number 2.
That's what makes them so pretty, I guess.
Conditions like air temperature and humidity determine the snowflake's shape.
Okay.
Number 3. Colder air makes snowflakes with sharper tips. Warmer air forms snowflakes.
Makes it soft.
Slowly, so they develop rounder shapes.
Oh.
Less moisture in the air makes simpler shapes. High humidity makes fancier shapes.
What shape? What shape? Fancier?
High humidity makes fancier shapes.
Oh, it does. Okay, fancier shapes. Okay.
Snowflakes grow and change even more as they fall from the sky. So each snowflake is unique, even though billions of them can fall in one snowstorm.
That is crazy. You know, that's amazing.
Every snowflake is different.
Who would have? I've never thought about it, but that's amazing, really.
And every snowflake is unique, but every human is too.
That's exactly right. That's right.
I found this last night.
That's amazing.
I want to read this. This is a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson, "Crossing the Bar."
Who is he?
He was a great poet.
Oh, okay. I think that name does sound familiar to me.
Alfred Lord Tennyson. Merle's sister, Kate, was one person that I heard quote this word for word.
Oh, really?
She had it down pat. I never have learned it. Sunset, an evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning at the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out are born of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. That's death.
Oh, well, that's depressing.
But that's beautifully written.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what happens when a person dies.
Tennyson.
Alfred Lord Tennyson.
A.L.T. I've definitely heard that name. I just don't know many poets at all. Like, I don't know any poets hardly. You know quite. You know, you've heard a lot more. Quite a few.
When one time I told the pastor and the men at the jail that one poem stuck with me. I learned in 1951. That's been 70 years ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they said, "Well, what was that poem?" And I said, "Joyce Kilmer's poem, Trees."
Wow.
And they said, "You mean you've learned it?" I said, "Yeah." They
That'd be
said,
hard to
"Prove
do."
it." So I quoted the poem, Trees. Jim said, "Why did you learn that?" I said, "I had to. My teacher told me to learn that poem." And I did. But he said, "No, you're missing the point. Why is it still in your mind?" I said, "I do not know."
I don't know either. I'm sure I know the point he's making, but that is the reason probably, is because your teacher made you learn it, so for some reason it stuck with you.
Well, she had me learn other poems.
Oh, well then that makes it weird then. Okay. Now I see why he said that.
Do you remember Hubert Robertson's first wife, Gloria?
Yeah.
That's who Paula's turned her house over to sell.
Right.
Gloria came to see me one day, and she had a frame. And in that frame, she had a poem, Trees.
And that was, wow.
And she said, I heard you quote that one time. And she said,
wow,
I brought this to you, but over it there was a blank space. There was room for 2 pictures, 2 entries in that frame. I said, what's the other one for? She said, I want you to draw a tree.
Wow.
So when I sit down to eat, I look at that on my right hand. It's on the wall.
Okay. Yeah. You have to show me next time. I'll have to pay attention to that. I like that.
These are some excuses. These are apologies that people made when they made a boo-boo.
Okay.
The first one is by the presidential candidate George Bush. When he was governor, he was running for president.
Okay.
And this is what he says. Just before a speech in Illinois during the 2000 campaign, then Governor Bush leaned over to his running mate, Dick Cheney, and he said, there's Adam Clymer, Major League Butthole. From the New York Times, Cheney said, big time. The problem was they didn't know they were close to a live microphone. So members of the press heard it, and pretty soon everybody in the world heard what they had said. So when questioned about it, Cheney just denied anything about it. He said, I've got no comment. So George Bush said, I regret people heard the comments. He didn't apologize for saying what he said. I'm just sorry they called me. This is what Alec Baldwin said this.
Oh God,
he was on NBC's Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and he was asked about the ongoing impeachment trial for
Joe Biden.
No, Clinton.
Clinton. Okay, yeah,
Clinton.
got you in the 90s.
So he was talking about one of the leaders that's leading the impeachment proceedings.
Okay.
Henry Hyde. He was a representative.
Henry Hyde. What
so Baldwin went on a rant, and he said, if we were in another country, we would stone Henry Hyde to death.
Henry Hyde would be stoned to death.
We would, and he repeated, we would stone Henry Hyde to death. And we would go to their homes and stone their wives and stone their children to death.
Okay, that's taking it really far.
We would kill their families. So that's in a program at night. Conan O'Brien.
I know, that's he's
so they reminded him that he should apologize.
Yeah.
So Baldwin gave it to his publicist to deny it, and this is what he
deny.
said.
He can't deny that. You said it.
He said it was just a big joke.
Oh, I bet it was. Yeah.
Right-wing fanatics are always saying things, and so I just joined in the call.
Oh, I know. They're good at saying that. They blame everything on the right.
Have you heard of Jerry Falwell?
Yeah.
He's a Baptist preacher.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the one that founded Liberty University.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is what he said on CBS's 60 Minutes.
What year?
October 2002.
Okay.
I think Muhammad was a terrorist. Muhammad Ali.
The
Muhammad,
Muslim guy, the Muslim leader, or whatever. I mean, I'm not familiar with that, but it's
Jesus set the example for love, as did Moses. Muhammad set an opposite example.
Oh yeah.
So outraged religious leaders jumped on board, and they attacked Jerry Falwell
for saying that.
This is his apology. I sincerely apologize that certain statements of mine were hurtful to the feelings of many Muslims. I intended no disrespect to any sincere law-abiding Muslim.
Ooh, wow. That's kind of a sorry, not sorry. Wow.
He wanted to defend himself right up to the end.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. This is things that Margaret Mead said. She died in 1978.
Who in the world is she?
She was the most famous anthropologist in the world.
What do they do again?
She understands human behavior.
Okay. Okay.
This is what she says. We are now at a point where we must educate our children in what no one knew yesterday, and perhaps our schools for what no one knows yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
No matter how many communes anybody invents, the family always comes back.
Okay.
Every time we liberate a woman, we liberate a man.
Okay.
Always remember that this is what I told you a while ago. Always remember that you are absolutely unique. No
Yeah.
one is just like you.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
book of Jeremiah says, we are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
How can every person that's born on the face of the earth be different?
Well, it's because it's supernatural. I mean, it's because it's of God.
Supernatural. It's supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
So the solution to adult problems tomorrow depends in large measure
Yeah.
upon how our children grow up today.
Well, true. Yeah. And then one generations after that.
This is what Margaret Mead said. What people say, what people do, and what people just say they do are entirely different things.
Well, isn't that the truth?
I'd say that's
very true.
One of the oldest human
Wow.
needs is having someone to wonder where you are when you don't come home at night.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure for all of us.
Listen to this. This is Vic and Paula.
Mm-hmm.
Sister is probably one of the most competitive relationships within the family.
Mm-hmm.
But once the sisters are grown,
Yeah.
it becomes the strongest of all relationships.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Thanks to television, for the first time, the young are seeing history made before it is censored by the elders.
Now what? Say it again now. What?
Thanks to television, for
Yeah.
the first time, the young are seeing history made
Oh.
before the humans, the adults, have time to censor it.
That's funny and so true.
Let me know when there's time
That
to do jokes.
is funny. We can do jokes now if you want to, Papa.
Okay. I've got some. Okay. What happened to a frog's car when it breaks down? What happens when a car owned by a frog breaks down?
Well, since I don't typically see, frogs riding around cruising town, I have no idea.
They get towed away.
Ah, dang it.
See the way they
Yes. it's gonna be like that, I can done tell.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? I don't know.
One's real heavy and the other's a little lighter.
Oh wow.
Can
So
a
cheesy but funny too.
Can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building?
That's the Empire State Building's pretty dang high, so I would think not.
The Empire State Building can't jump.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
A psychologist was giving a lecture at a men's club.
Mm-hmm.
He asked a question. How many men of you make love to your wives every night? A few men raised their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said, how many of you men make love to your wife twice a week? More hands went up then. And he said, how many of you men make love to your wife only once a year? One man held up his hand. He jumped up and said, me, me, me. He said, why are you so thrilled? He said, tonight's the night.
I had a feeling that was going to be the punchline.
Listen to this.
Poor guy.
As the storm raged, the captain realized his ship was sinking fast. He called out, "Anyone here know how to pray?" One man stepped forward. He said, "I, Captain, I know how to pray." He said, "Good. You pray while the rest of us put on life jackets. We're one short."
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't see that one coming. That's good. Man alive, that's funny.
A Texan asked a Cuban and a New Yorker to go out to dinner with him. The waitress said to all three of the men, "Excuse me, but because of the shortage, we're out of meat." The Texan asked, "What's the shortage?" The Cuban asked, "What's meat?" The New Yorker said, "What's excuse me?"
That is so true. Man alive. Yes, the state of New York, other places in New York, upstate New York, it's like here. It really is, but they're very nice. But New York City is, I'm not saying, I'm sure they are. There's some good people there and nice, but most of them are just first-rate a-holes. That's the thing. They just really are.
And they don't care.
No, they do not. They do not.
My favorite spot to eat in our town was Romano's. It was a small family Italian restaurant.
Okay.
And often the owner's son, Frank, and I would chat as he prepared my favorite dish, which was eggplant parmesan. His mother, who spoke little English, would watch from the kitchen. Once I went into the restaurant and Mrs. Romano was working by herself. I ordered my usual. When I'd finished eating, she emerged from the kitchen with a box and a loving look on her face. My mind raced. How could I refuse her gift? How could I explain that I had no romantic interest in Frank? Without a word, she opened the box, and inside was a handmade shawl. And I said, "For me?" She said, "Yes, for you, and $20. And $20.
Tell one more.
One more. Okay.
Might as well, yeah. Might as well. They've been pretty good today.
As students entered the lunch line at Asbury Theological Seminary in Wilmore, Kentucky, they were greeted by a sign over a bowl of apples that read, "Take only one apple, God is watching." So at the other end of the line, there was a large pan of cookies with a hastily written note over the bowl of cookies. It said, "Take as many cookies as you want. God is busy watching the apples."
That's pretty good, Papa. That's a good one ended on that. Those were all good.
I think they were all good.
Yeah, they were. You have to do some more out of that, Papa, for sure. Well, thanks for joining us today, folks. We appreciate it. Our episode 301. So if you haven't seen our 300th episode, though, check it out. You can see it on Channel 18 or watch it on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. So yeah, check it out. It's a good one, and we had a good time filming that. So definitely check that one out, folks. And we'll be back next week for another all-new edition of the Albert Billy Show. So until then, I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time, folks. So long, everybody. Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.